Today's video is going to be Minecraft Part 2. However, there's a little caveat. I know last time I said I was going to kind of pick back up where I left off and show you sort of my progress, but unfortunately I became obsessed with Skyblock right after that last video, so I don't really have too much to show from the first video, but I'm going to take you through my adventures in Skyblock, and if you're not familiar, this will help you be familiar, but also I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't played before, especially if you've played a lot of Minecraft but want a new sort of challenge with it. So anyway, let's check it out. Okay, so what we're seeing now is I'm just showing you sort of the how I get started in Skyblock, and I've done it a handful of times now because I've started different realms just because I've learned new things each time, but yeah, so you can essentially see it is completely limited to this block of dirt and one tree, a chest with a bucket of lava and ice, like one block of ice, and you just have to build from there. And it helped me learn some things that I didn't know, being that limited. And there's also, and I don't know if you saw off in the distance, but there's another little island with, a handful of blocks of sand and a cactus, another chest with just enough obsidian to create a nether portal. And so you essentially have to build towards that little island to get access to the things in that chest. And once you get access to the nether, it really opens things up. So yeah, I'm just showing essentially this first kind of initial getting started, because this is sort of my typical way of doing things, and I change it up a little bit here and there, but this is typically how I start. Oh, that's really annoying. It didn't record. Okay, well, so that's frustrating because it didn't record the rest of my gameplay, apparently. So, anyway, I was going to show you a lot of the getting started, so maybe I will have to cut that in here, we'll see. But for now I will jump to this next video. Okay, and so now I've jumped to my other little realm that I started with what you just saw. So I just started with that block of dirt and made it another portal, and then essentially built everything out from there. So I'm jumping into the nether right now just to show you kind of what I built there, and I'll show you a little bit more of the outside in a second. But once you get into the nether, I built this little cage here because, or I don't know, cave, because of the ghosts, and I don't want to have to worry about them. So yeah, so I built this so that I can have a bunch of piglins spawn off in the distance, because you have to be a certain number of blocks away for things to spawn, for mobs to spawn. And then I just kick them at their feet, or I don't know, slice them, and collect all the gold. and then you can trade your gold with one of the piglin brutes, and they give you other things. And the biggest thing, I guess, maybe biggest, I don't know, one of the biggest things for me with this was getting more dirt, because you need more dirt to be able to have, like, animals spawn and be able to, you know, do some farming and things that allows you to trade with villagers, which even getting villagers is really difficult as well. So yeah, there's just a lot of different challenges, and that's what I really like about this, about Skyblock, is it's just taking the game but making it more challenging. So yeah, now I'm trading with this piglin, and the drop rate for gravel is pretty high, but doesn't feel high. I guess high compared to the other things, but basically what I try to do is get gravel, because you can take 2 gravel and 2 dirt, and it gives you 4 coarse dirt. So you can take the very limited amount of dirt that you have and turn it into more when you get that gravel. So anyway, so yeah, that's kind of how I start the game with that goal, is to get a lot of, well, there's a few different goals, I guess. But yeah, you can see how much you can do when you start with so little. Okay, and then also my villagers, okay, so to get my villagers, I don't know if you can see kind of that, yeah, that long, actually let me pause really back there really quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so out there where it's like, yeah, I've got my little bridge, and then there's a little kind of just an expansive little area out there. That's where my mobs will spawn, and you know, a lot of zombies, creepers, all of that. But every so often you get a zombie villager, and since there's no way to get any potions. Well, there's no way to get a splash potion of weakness. So basically I would go and get one of these zombie villagers, bring him in, enclose him, put him in a boat so that he can't despawn, but make sure he's covered up so that the sun doesn't make him burn and die. And so I'd lure them in. I did a couple, one at a time, but then you also have to have a witch. So I had to lure in a witch and do a similar thing to them. They don't need to be covered up because they don't die with the sunlight, but I had to get the witch in a boat and then put some protective, blocks around so he didn't keep throwing stuff at me and killing me. But then you have to get them just right. And I got the witch and the villager and then me, so that the witch would throw a splash potion of weakness towards me, hit the villager, and then feed the villager a golden apple, which is how you turn a zombie villager into a normal villager and you heal them. So I did that twice, and then I just made it those two, and now I have a bunch. And that way I could just trade with those villagers. I made them, gave them jobs, and just traded with them to get things like a diamond pickaxe, and you saw that I had the diamond armor pants. And so yeah, it's kind of crazy how you can get a lot when you start with so little in this game. And yeah, and this is only scratching the surface, but yeah, I'm still very, very new, but You see my little sheep. And these all just spawned because I had gathered up enough dirt, which took a long time, to be able to expand it out so that I was enough distance away so that they could spawn. Yeah, so I've got some pigs. There's even a cow, but he's down below on my little shelf beneath. So let's see if I get to show you that. And then, yeah, if you can see, I'll try to pause yeah, you can see kind of the different little structures I've built nearby. And also I'm gathering wheat because I can trade, well, a few different reasons, of course, but I can trade with my farmer for some emeralds and then, just get different things from them with all of the trading. But I also want the wheat so that I can make bread, which I use to mate the villagers. So, let's see here. There he is. I can't seem to get my llamas out of my little garden area because I've got a little garden for my guy right there. But I want, this is my garden. Okay, I'm gonna mate the sheep, another baby sheep. Okay, got one llama out. That's good. But regular Minecraft right now feels a little like, I don't know, it's just not as fun for me right now. But yeah, as you can see, I've got this whole underlayer, as you can just see right there, but yeah, so those back areas have no torches anywhere because I want them to spawn, zombies and things. Okay, and I'm gonna pause right here, so you can see my iron golem generator, and basically like an iron farm. So also, like I said, it took a while because you need dirt and I don't have dirt all the way around, I have a top layer, but then it doesn't go 3 deep all the way around. There's cobblestone underneath. But yeah, so essentially this allows me to just, without any effort, get a ton of iron. So I think I show it a little bit, but yeah, you can see. Oh, maybe I don't. Yeah, okay. So you can see, I'll pause again. Essentially, I have a little area where there are 3 villagers that are now trapped in this little enclosed cobblestone area, and there's a zombie in there with them, but he's in a boat so he won't despawn, and he's just partitioned off so he can't hurt them or anything, and they're busy working and stuff. But because there are 3 villagers, an iron golem will try to spawn to protect this little village. But since all of the dirt is tilled, I don't know, what is it? Used a shovel on it, I don't know what you call it. But then the iron golem won't spawn on any of that. So he spawns in this little water pit area, and the water drains him towards the center where my single bucket of lava that we had at the start is right there, and it just kills him, and then I collect all the iron and the little red flowers, the poppies. I don't know why he also gives you poppies, but anyway, so I think let's see if it happens. But yeah, I just pick up my iron, but you can kind of see my villagers working away, and the little zombie in a boat. Okay, there's an iron golem. Yeah, he just spawned, and then you saw I just took all of the iron out of there. But yeah, now he died, so I'll open that up and boom, 5 iron by not doing anything. Okay, yeah, realizing that something is going to spawn down here because it's awfully dark. using my torches. Give a little bit of light. But yeah, and also you can see that little starting block. That was where the original island was, right there. And so I built down to get that, basically to make sure I could get all that dirt and spread it out as far as I could. So yeah, you can see kind of how everything's working. Now the houses aren't pretty, okay? And the reason I have so much brick is because one of my villagers, when I trade, I think I just buy from him. I can buy brick, and then it helps me. I'm still working on him because I want to get a dripstone, and this particular villager will give me dripstone, which will allow me to get more lava, so I don't have just that one little bit of lava. So, okay, you can see this witch. You see they spawn kind of frequently. Not, I guess I didn't have to wait too long for a witch and a zombie villager to spawn. So, yeah, you can see it becomes a bit of a challenge. You have to lure him, but be far enough away that it doesn't, kill you. Okay, got me. Oh, and also, I learned in doing this that if you kill a witch, they will drop redstone, which I haven't used in this yet, but anyway. And yeah, I swapped out my cobblestone for actual stone, just kind of for this part of the bridge and my little surrounding island area. But anyway, it's really fascinating, and getting the witch to follow you, and getting all of that set up is a bit challenging. And the first time I had a zombie villager, actually kind of there's that little sound where they accept the apple and start healing. I was so excited, I screamed. But yeah, there are some specifics that have to happen, which is that you have to be within 3 blocks of the witch. So you have to be very close to you and the zombie in the boat, and with the witch right there. And you have to have 4 or fewer hearts. So you have to be just unhealthy enough that he'll throw that specific potion, the splash potion of weakness, and so it hits the villager. So I died many times trying to get that done, but all you need is twice, and then you just do this, and you feed your villagers a lot of bread, and then they mate. Yeah, so let's see. So yeah, I'm really trying to get them to mate because I wanted to have another villager. But the other really kind of important thing to note is that turning a zombie villager into a regular villager using the witch and the golden apple actually makes their trades more valuable and cheaper. So doing it that way is actually really beneficial, but mating 2 villagers is a lot easier. So yeah, you can see now I'm trading with my villager, or yeah, I'm not sure if I actually do it. Yeah, I do. And I get a ton of these bricks. See, he's an apprentice right now, mason apprentice, and I'm trying to get him up to expert or grandmaster maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to get him to the highest level of trading, and so I move the needle a little bit, but hence why you can see all my bricks. And then then the quartz on the bottom I got from the nether, just from those, drop rates. But I do have a ton of iron. Yeah, see, all that iron just comes from that very, very efficient iron column generator. Yeah, that is basically my nether trade box. All the things I get from there. But yeah, I think I'm still really on this mission to get these guys to mate. Just really want a little baby villager to keep this little capitalistic society going. And the reason I have some little dead spots on that last column is because I have some potatoes that I'm trying to exchange out that last row for. And the reason I got a potato at all is because one of these zombies dropped it. So that's another thing. I've had a zombie, then will spawn over in my little zombie spawning island. I've had one drop a potato, in another world I had them drop a carrot, and here they dropped some iron before I had my whole setup. So that was very valuable at the time, because it's very hard to get iron in here as well, except for once you build that. But yeah, the piglins will drop some iron ingot in the nether as well. But yeah, so yeah, really ultimately just getting all this to trade with, so that I can make some paper from the sugarcane and some bread to meet the villagers. But yeah, you can see there's not much spawning right out there right now, but it will. It's pretty cool to me. And it's not the most beautiful, definitely built prettier houses and things, but I think that's part of what's fun about this, is it's much more function over form. Oh, and the reason I have everything in my little house, like my bed is up at the top, and then to get into the nether you have to climb a ladder, is because otherwise these villagers just take my bed and they go into the nether. I had a hard time getting my first villager to stop going into the nether, so that was essentially that. Okay, froze for a second, but now it's back. Okay, so yeah, I created another bed, and now I'm just trying to get these things to mate, because you're supposed to feed them bread or potatoes or carrots or whatever near a bed. So yeah, I've seen it happen without a bed, I think, but I don't know, I just don't want to waste my time, so throw a bed down. And yeah, let them get to it. I do think it ends up a little bit awkward, and you'll see why. Yeah, it started with, I just had the black and the white sheep, and now I have a few different colors of them, different grays, like a light gray and a dark gray. Okay, yeah, so I'm trading with him for sheets. Yeah, the sheets of paper. Here you can see I got all of my diamond gear from him, so, because they're both, journeyman maybe, I don't know what the last one is. Master, yeah. Yeah, I'm really not taking advantage enough of his watermelon trade, because it's a pretty efficient trade. Oh, why did I do that? I Maybe I don't think I wasn't paying attention. That was unintentional. Yeah, might as well pick up some iron. Nope, not doing that. I lied. Yeah. Getting the meat. Oh, I think I have some potato already. Yeah, there's some potato. There we go. Pretty good. And then also I can feed my little piggy now. I think I have two. I'm not sure. But I haven't been... These cats keep getting stuck in the fences. Or at least pretending like it. Yeah, you can spend quite a bit of time farming. Yeah. If you've never played Skyblock, I recommend it. It's fun. And if you haven't played Minecraft at all, probably best to start with the original and just do that for a bit, but this gives a nice little challenge. And they have multiplayer as well. I just kind of enjoy the single player. Oh, okay, here we go. They are mating. This is what I meant by it gets a little weird because he like turns around and like stares at me. Okay, there's a little baby. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, see? A little baby villager. But because I bred them instead of captured zombie villager, anything I have him do as his profession, it's gonna be like extra expensive. Price of the Nepo babies. So, see, just in this short amount of time, I got another like 38 iron. That's crazy. I will forevermore be doing this in all of my Minecraft games. Like, you never have to worry about tools. And here in particular, it took so long to get all that cobblestone and that dirt. So having iron where I could just make iron blocks and things without spending time to, is huge. So the quicker I can get to that, the better. That's one of my early goals. But it's tough because you have to, it takes a number of things to get there. Getting a villager, getting a witch, all of that. So, but that's what's fun, I like tasks. I like having things to do. Anyway, that is pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you really need to see my other little Minecraft build, that's fine. We can go do that, but I thought this was way more interesting and more fun, and it requires so much more ingenuity and creativity, and yeah, it's a ton of fun. So I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, let me know if you try it out.